Once upon a time, on a busy little farm, lived a duck named Jemima Puddle-Duck. Jemima was a simple creature with one great desire, to hatch her own eggs. But oh, the frustration! Every time she made a cozy nest, the farmer's wife would find it and take her precious eggs away. Jemima was convinced the farmer's wife was cruel, not realizing she just wanted to boil them for breakfast. Determined to become a mother, Jemima decided she must find a secret place, far away from the prying eyes of the farm. So, clutching her shawl and with her little bonnet tied firmly on her head, she set off on an adventure. She waddled over the rolling hills and through the dense woods, her little webbed feet growing quite tired. After searching all morning, she stumbled upon a peculiar sight in the heart of the woods, a charming little cottage made of sticks and covered in moss. And there, sitting in the doorway, was a very handsome gentleman. He had splendid sandy-colored whiskers, a sharp pointed nose, and was dressed impeccably in a red suit, calmly reading his newspaper. This was no ordinary gentleman, this was a fox. Putting down his paper with a rustle, the fox greeted her with a warm, disarming smile. "Good morning, madam," he said with a polite tip of his head. "And what brings you to my humble abode?" Jemima, quite taken by his excellent manners, felt immediately at ease. She explained her predicament. "Oh, sir, I'm searching for a safe, dry nesting place to lay my eggs, away from everyone." The fox's eyes twinkled with a strange light. "My dear madam," he exclaimed, barely containing his delight, "you couldn't have come to a better place. My woodshed is filled with the softest hay. It is perfectly private. You are most welcome to make your nest there." Jemima was overjoyed and gratefully accepted his offer. She quickly made a comfortable nest in the shed and, over the next few days, laid 9 beautiful, large white eggs. The fox was the picture of kindness. He visited her every afternoon, inquiring about her health and complimenting her on her lovely eggs. One day he made a seemingly thoughtful suggestion. "My dear Jemima," he said, "to celebrate the hatching, we should have a dinner party. All we need is some seasoning for the roast. If you could fetch me some herbs from the farmer's garden, 2 onions, some parsley, and sage, we can prepare a delicious meal." Jemima, in her sweet simplicity, thought this was a wonderful idea and never once suspected that the main course he had in mind was her. But a villain's plan, no matter how clever, rarely goes completely unnoticed. A wise and watchful collie dog named Kep, who lived on the farm, had seen Jemima flying towards the woods. Kep knew the ways of the world and was deeply suspicious of a gentleman with sandy whiskers offering such convenient hospitality to a plump duck. He followed the trail and overheard the fox muttering to himself about a fine duck dinner. Alarmed, Kep raced back to find the farmer. He barked and whined, trying with all his might to communicate the danger. Finally, understanding something was wrong, the farmer followed the frantic dog. Kep led the farmer straight to the fox's cottage. They burst through the door just in the nick of time. There was the villainous fox, sharpening a long knife, and poor, unsuspecting Jemima was just returning, her beak full of herbs for her own seasoning. With a ferocious growl, Kep launched himself at the startled fox. A chaotic chase ensued, sending the fox fleeing for his life, never to be seen near the farm again. The farmer gently scooped up a very shocked and flustered Jemima. He scolded her a little for her foolishness, but carefully carried her and her 9 eggs all the way back to the safety of the farm. Sadly, because Jemima had left them for so long, the eggs had grown cold. Only 2 of them hatched into fluffy little ducklings. But Jemima Puddle-Duck had learned a very important lesson. Be wary of charming strangers with offers that seem too good to be true. A villain's kindness is often just a mask for their own selfish desires. And that's the tale of Jemima Puddle-Duck, a story that reminds us to trust our instincts and value the safety of home. What did you think of Jemima's adventure? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.